And here we are. It's Transparent Tuesday. We're about to go ahead and kick it off. Go ahead and kick it off. Let me go ahead and start the beat.
So with this intro for the mixtape,
we're gonna go here though. Mercedes, what's going on? What's going on?
Get to us Sundays.
Gonna let the beat play for a second, then we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Yeah, out top, get guap. The hood got heavy metal like Slipknot. I hustle for my chain like a pit stop. I used to want to grip grain to my rich lot. Ooh, now I want to be a WI3. This little buddy's on point like Kyrie. My mama taught me.
Today we're featuring Mr. Tobi. Mr. Tobi in. Mr. Tobi in. As we're jamming on the song, everybody start to type in a goal that you plan on achieving this week. A goal you plan on achieving this week.
Head on my pillow, only time I feel soft. Pray go with the flow, spit real sauce. Boy, that's straight out the jaw. Ask around my hood, they know who we are. If they don't, then they probably a mark. I might be
Mr. Tobi in. Mr. Tobi in.
The SWAT or the race. Every boss needs for people to rest. I need every penny, won't settle for less. Trash on the radio, really keep me abreast of what the current throw for manipulation did to my community. Astronomical coonery, fancy cars and jewelry don't influence me. I think every hood need an annuity, or at least a solid year of jubilee. That's why I spit tips like gratuity in hopes to slow the rate of eulogies. Hell, I wish it was to admit truthfully every late they need some scrutiny.
All right.
Cause musically they foolishly push buffoonery into the schools.
All right, that's Mr. Tobi in. Tobi Nwigwe. And that's the Bad and Bougie flow. Check him out. He has some great things going on, some great music. But just before I get started, I would love just for everybody just to type a goal that you plan on achieving this week. Mercedes, thank you. Complete 3 applications to register for a test. Phenomenal. But everybody, as you're hopping in, type in a goal that you plan on achieving this week. We're about to get started in about 1 or 2 more minutes. Probably about 1 minute, actually, because we like to start things on time. As you can see, I didn't go home just to make sure that I can start on time. The price of admission for you to join this Facebook Live is just to share the broadcast. Greatly appreciate sharing the broadcast, and I greatly appreciate the engagement as always. But about to go ahead and get started. Let me take a sip of my water, and then we're going to go get rolling. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jonathan Jones, best-selling author of the book entitled Process: 14 Surprisingly Simple Behaviors to Skyrocket Millennials to Success. I live for it. I live for empowering millennials. I live for empowering students. And I mean, I love it. Like it's life. But kicking everything off, Mike Nelson, what's going on, doctor? So has anybody, if you've ever been in the principal's office, just comment below. If you've ever been in the principal's office, ever been in the principal's office, ever been in trouble? Everybody, just comment below. Just put yes, put no. If you've ever been in trouble, just put yes, because I got something for y'all today. This is gonna be a good one. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. I'm excited. Yeah, Isis, send them emails, lady. Get in them youth programs. That's where it's at. Mike Nelson, hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get rolling. So 7th grade, right? 7th grade. I look to my left. It's none other than my dad. Hi, Marianne, welcome in. Then I look right in front of him. I'm sitting here staring at my 7th grade middle school principal. I'm like, come on, man. How did I get here? Why am I in the principal's office? This is the last place I want to be. If we're in middle school, we're talking about middle school, y'all. We're talking about Transparent Tuesdays, and we're talking about entrepreneurship from a 7th grader. So 7th grade, I'm in the principal's office. I'm trying to figure out how I got here. I didn't think I did anything wrong. Of course not, because I was a star student. Not really. But I just knew that I didn't want to be in the principal's office. Sitting there wondering why am I here? So then, then the principal starts talking to my dad. I'm like, this is crazy, dude. How did I wound up here because one day I had the bright idea. I saw this girl, we'll call her T. Her name was T. She would show up every day at school. And if you're in middle school, everybody who had the snacks, who had the candy. They were always popular. Everybody always wanted to get some. If you opened up a pack of gum, it disappeared in 5 seconds. So she had the bright idea, wait a minute, let me sell the candy. Had a backpack full of candy, anything you can imagine. Sour Punch, Sour Straws, Skittles, Starburst, Suckers, gum. She had it all. Making a killing every day because everybody, hey, T, I want an Airhead. Hey, T, let me get some Sour Punch straws. I was like, dang, I'm going broke every day trying to buy this from her. Like, what is going on? Like, how does this even make sense? So then one day I said, I got the bright idea to say, wait a minute, if she's getting all this money, why can't I get some of that action too? Have you ever seen somebody doing something like, I can do that? Or wait a minute, that's not fair. Let me get some of that action. So went to the store, went to good old Kroger. I said, hey, let me get a bag of blow pops. Of course, if you just get one bag, you don't save. One bag was like $3 or $2.99, but for 2, you can get 2 for $5. I said, wait a minute. This is 7th grade, y'all. This is 7th grade. I said, wait a minute, let me just go ahead and get 2 bags. So I didn't have a backpack full of candy, but I had that same Kroger bag. So I show up to school the next day, and of course my friends, everybody likes the blue raspberry blow pops. That's the best one. If you've ever had a blue raspberry blow pop, then you're winning in life. If you've never tried a blue raspberry blow pop, you need to try it out. You don't know what you're missing. So I show up with the blue raspberry blow pops. Got them in the same Kroger bag that they came in. I said, okay, let me do it. See my friends, hey, John, let me get a sucker. I said, sure, it's 50 cents. Say, okay, whatever, 50 cents, boom. After lunch, I'm hitting everybody. After lunch, everybody's getting served with a blue raspberry blow pop. So I said, cool. Then next thing you know, I ran through the bag. So then I made the profit off the bag that I bought. I paid $5 for 2 bags, easily made $10 profit off those 2 bags. Then I came back. Green apple is good, Mercedes. Then I came back and I said, wait a minute. I said, if I made that off 2 bags, I said, let me get 4 bags. Yes, y'all. Somebody call it greedy. I did kind of get a little greedy. So then next thing you know, somebody didn't want to buy a blow pop. They said, no, I'm not buying. I said, give me one. I said, no, this is my business. We talking entrepreneurship in 7th grade. They said, no. I said, come on, man, just buy the blow pop. He said, I'm going to tell. I said, dude, what? And this dude was a bully. He was a bully at the school. Tell me he going to tell on me. He going to tattletale. Crazy. So then he was a man of his word. Then he went and told the teacher, and then she went and told the principal. So now I'm sitting in the principal's office. He calls my dad. He says, Mr. Jones, you can't do that at school. I said, well, what do you mean I can't do that at school? I said, the whole purpose is y'all are telling us to get an education so we can get a job and then we can be functioning in the environment, in our community. I said, I'm a couple steps ahead. What's the issue? Mike Burks was going on, Mr. Intentional Mindset. I said, what's the issue with me selling the blow pops at school? I don't understand. Which brings me to my first point. Never. Everybody type in never really quick. Type in never down there at the bottom of the comments. Everybody just type in never. You can type it in all caps. Point number 1. Never, 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 never. Put emphasis on that. Never let anyone deter your dreams. Never let anyone deter your business. Never let anyone determine or deter you from where you plan on going. See, I was selling the blow pops at school. What's going on, Coach Bruce Kennedy? Welcome in. I was selling the blow pops at the school, but my man had other plans for me. He said, no, you can't. He was like, nah, you going to give me one. And I was like, no, I'm not. And then the principal was like, no, you can't sell those at school. The funny thing is, my principal didn't see where I was going. My principal didn't know I was built for this. I was in 7th grade. Yeah, that's cool. It was cute then. Now it's real. Now I've seen how those seeds that were planted in me 7th grade, how they're coming to full fruition right now in this season. So I want you to remember, never let anyone deter your vision or your dreams because they don't always understand. They don't always understand. It's not their fault. Some people just think small. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. You know, sometimes everybody's not built the way you're built. Everybody's mind doesn't operate the way your mind operates. So that's just my first point. Secondly, I want y'all to type everyone. I kind of already gave away the second point, because it's you know, everyone is not going to. Yep, this is good. Everyone is not going the same place you're going. They're not. Everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur, which is fine. Everybody is not meant to put in the work, to put in the grit, to put in the grind it takes to be successful in their own business. It's fine. It's fine. Some people like clocking in at work. I have nothing against those people. That's perfectly fine. Some people are content. Hey, that's fine. I'm not knocking those people. Every job is important. Every job that anybody does. But you have to understand that everybody can't come with you. They can't. Sometimes you have to let those people go. Because, like my principal, he was like, "No, you can't sell the candy." And I'm telling my dad, I'm like, "Dad, I thought I was doing something. I thought I was onto something here. Just because I'm in middle school." What's going on, Bree? Just because I'm in middle school doesn't mean that I can't dream big. Just because you're a teacher doesn't mean that you can't make an impact. Just because you're a coach doesn't mean that you're not impacting lives each and every day. Just because you're a lawyer doesn't mean you can make another impact on another, like in another industry. Like, people, we have to understand that everybody's not going to see things the way you see them. Everybody's not going to share your same beliefs. That's just the way it goes. But so, you know, when eventually, you know, where I am now, I forgave the principal, because it's fine. He didn't see where I was going. It's cool. I'm not holding that against him. But I didn't allow what happened in 7th grade to allow me to quit in my life. I didn't allow that to get in the way of me. I didn't allow that to shake me up. I didn't allow that to, you know, I stopped selling candy because he told me he was going to write me up. Yes, I stopped selling candy at school. Okay, it's fine. I had to do something else. But lastly, my last point. I should go back and speak at that school. It's probably not the same principal there. My last point, can everybody write be strong? Just write be strong for the last point. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Because, you know, sometimes it's easy to get deterred. Sometimes it's easy to let people shift our focus. Dee, what's going on, Sister Dee? Welcome in. If somebody, thank you, Mike Burks. Everybody just write in be strong, be strong. Because lastly, my final point, we're going to go to the scriptures on this. Because the word tells us in the book of Joshua, I believe it is, that we have to be strong and we have to be courageous. Be strong and be courageous. And, you know, I'm going to take that and apply that now in my life where I am now. Because, you know, just like me, just like a lot of y'all on here, there were times where people tried to, you know, shift our focus. There were times where people tried to call us weak. There were times where people tried to say, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to go anywhere. And then the funny thing is, you know, when they try to throw the dirt on our name, the funny thing is that they didn't realize that we were seeds. And yes, you know, dirt does get thrown on our names often, but we're seeds because something's inside of us. And the crazy thing about seeds, you know, when dirt gets thrown on seeds, you know, seeds, they go under the dirt and you don't see them for a little while. But then, you know, eventually then that water comes on the seed and then eventually then that seed starts to sprout. And then when that seed starts to sprout, one thing about seeds and one thing about when they start to grow and flowers, sometimes those seeds, as they start to bud, they're stronger than anything ever before, and they begin to grow up. They begin to crack that soil. They begin to even sometimes, some seeds, as they start to grow, they even move rocks out the way because they're that strong. I want y'all to understand that you have to be strong. You have to be courageous in your business. You have to be strong. You have to be courageous in your life. Like, you have to understand that life is not going to get any easier. Life is only going to get tougher. Life is only going to hit you upside your head, and then once it gets you down, then it's going to try to kick you in the face. You have to understand that you have to keep going. You have to keep going. Like I always say, there's people around you who look up to you. You might not know. You might never know. You might never hear them even tell you. But they need you to be strong for you and for them. We have to be strong. I just want to wrap it. I'm just going to bring it around full circle. Once again, I want y'all just to remember that never, first point, never let anyone deter your focus. Never. Secondly, everyone, although we want them all to go with us, although, we would love for them to come with us, but everyone can't go with you. Just like when you're hiking, you want to bring all these things, but your bag can only carry so much. And if you don't lighten the load, you only make it worse on yourself. It's only heavier to hike that mountain. It's only heavier to get to the mountaintop. It's only tougher. So everyone can't come with you. And lastly, you got to be strong. You got to be courageous. And you have to understand that the calling on your life is so much greater than the challenge that lies before you. The calling on your life is so much bigger than you. You have to understand that. It just takes a place, and it takes a time where, you have to just, step it up and understand that, the business that you want to create is going to impact many lives or maybe a few, and that's fine. The job that you will hold, you have the purpose to impact somebody as well there too. But I want y'all to be encouraged. Remember, never let somebody deter your dream. Everyone can't go with you. And lastly, be strong and be courageous. And I'm about to sign out. My name is Jonathan Jones, best-selling author of the book entitled Process, 14 Surprisingly Simple Behaviors to Skyrocket Millennials to Success. I'm going to put my website in the header section. And then if you would like to get more information about me or like connect with me, just click the website or send me a message. All right, everybody, continue to be great, be strong and courageous. Never let anyone deter your dreams, and everyone can't come with you. All right, logging out. Take it easy.